Plantar fasciitis is one of the most common foot pain problems I see in clinic. But here's the problem. Most videos on YouTube recommend the same shoes for everyone. And that's exactly why so many people don't improve. In this video, I'm breaking down plantar fasciitis shoes by category, standing all day, walking, running, if you wear orthotics, and finally, what shoes actually make plantar fasciitis worse. And before we get into the shoes, there's one thing that you must understand, because it completely changes which shoe is right for you. So clinically, plantar fasciitis presents itself in two ways. We have compression type plantar fasciitis, where the pain is primarily on the heel. And we see these in people who stand all day, who go for long walks on hard ground, have fat pad stress under the heel, and have heavier body weight going through the heel. These people generally feel worse the longer they're standing. We often see it in healthcare workers or people who have to stand for their job. Stretch type plantar fasciitis is where the pain is at its worst when you go to push off. This places the plantar fasciitis under stretch and exacerbates the condition. We often associate this in clinic with tight calves, limited ankle range motion, pain first thing in the morning, or after sitting for long periods of time when you get up and go to walk again. For these people, we often offer more form of arch support, stability and guidance in their shoes to help to reduce the load that's placed through that plantar fasciitis, especially during the push-off phase of the gait cycle. So first of all, let's look at the best shoes for standing all day. And the shoes that we recommend most to our patients for this is the New Balance More V6. It works perfectly if you're involved in healthcare, retail or teaching, as it's got a really wide platform underneath your foot, which adds extra elements of stability. It's got fresh Foam X cushioning, which is relatively plush, but not too unstable, so it gives you all day protection and it doesn't firm up towards the end of the day, or if you've been using them for weeks and weeks. It also has a low drop, which gives you a nice even distribution of pressure across your entire foot. So while it may not be the flashiest, or for some people the most aesthetically pleasing shoe on the market, it really does a good job at helping to offload that heel. Then if you have stretch type plantar fasciitis and you stand all day, we recommend the Brooks Glycerin GTS 22. This is Brooks' max stability shoe, has a really strong arch support in the middle of your foot, therefore reducing the load placed through the plantar fascia when you're standing for long periods of time. It has plenty of cushioning underneath your foot and a wide base of support to keep you nice and balanced without having too much of a rocker to tilt you back and forth while you're standing all day. It's a true to size and length and has plenty of width options for those of you with a wider foot. Then if you're looking for an option to cover you when you're walking and you've got compression type plantar fasciitis, we always recommend the Nike Vomero 18. It has Zoom X cushioning in the midsole, which is really soft, really comfortable, very good at absorbing vibration and impact when you initiate that heel contact with the ground. It has a nice rocker that gives you a nice smooth transition from the back to the front of the shoe, ensuring that you don't spend too much time on that compressive heel pain. And it's an excellent option for lifestyle use as it comes in an array of colours, but it's also very durable underfoot for those longer walks. Then if you have stretch type plantar fasciitis and you're looking for a walking shoe, well, our number one recommendation that we give to our patients is the Asics Gel Kayano 32. This is an excellent option as it provides arch support without being too intrusive. It's got plush cushioning underneath your foot, so it's soft and pillow-like without being unstable. It's got a broad base of support, some nice sole flare, and it's got an excellent fit on top of the shoe as well. So it's completely comfort focused. It comes in a variety of widths and it's true to size and length as well. Then if you're looking for a running shoe when you have compression type plantar fasciitis, the Brooks Glycerin Max 2 is an excellent option. While it's a little bit wider and not as responsive as the original Brooks Glycerin Max, it does an excellent job at giving loads of protection underneath your foot due to that high volume of cushioning that we see under there. It's got a low drop, an excellent forefoot rocker to help you transition forward off that heel pain, and it's especially helpful for those of you who want to do longer runs or easier runs. It's a very versatile shoe overall. The only downside to this shoe, it's quite a heavy shoe if you're doing those longer distance runs, but it packs in lots of protection. Then if you're running and you've got stretch type plantar fasciitis, we recommend the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 25. Its latest model does an excellent job of providing arch support that's not too intrusive, so if you're quite sensitive to pressure on the arch at the moment, this does a good job of offloading it without putting too much direct force underneath that arch. It has some compression elements on the outer side of the shoe which helps shift the weight towards the outside. That's also beneficial if you've got a sensitive arch, and it's quite versatile as it can be used as a lifestyle shoe or for running. Then if you're someone that already has orthotics or has been recommended orthotics, we always recommend the Brooks Ghost Max 3. It's the most orthotic friendly shoe on the market because it's got a really wide base of support, it's got balanced and relatively firm cushioning, which means that when you put the orthotic inside it, the orthotic doesn't sink when you apply your body weight to it. That's the problem when you've got cushioning that's too soft. It feels really good initially, but it counteracts the purpose of the orthotic. It's got a really wide toe box, plenty of volume in there so that you can slip the orthotic in and not have reduced space as a result. And again, like the New Balance More V6, it may not be the most flashy shoe on the market, but it does an exceptional job at accepting an orthotic and giving you balanced cushioning throughout the whole gait cycle. Then when we think about what to try and avoid with plantar fasciitis, one of the number one things that we recommend is avoiding flip-flops, as it doesn't provide that support around the heel, places extra stress on your foot to try and stabilize. And one of the more common things that we see is that people go on holidays to warmer climates and they start walking longer distances while they're sightseeing in flip-flops, and that causes an immediate overload of your plantar fasciitis. We see this similarly in more minimalist shoes, and while minimalist shoes aren't bad for plantar fasciitis, if you have a sudden transition from a casual shoe to going on holidays and putting on a minimalist shoe and walking for miles and miles, this can exacerbate your plantar fasciitis. Then finally, consider not having too soft of a shoe when you're trying to manage your plantar fasciitis. Yes, when you slip it on initially it can feel really soft and really relieving, but it challenges the intrinsic muscles of your foot and the plantar fascia to stabilize and work harder underneath your foot, and therefore in the long run it can exacerbate your pain further. So keep that in mind when we talk about having non-flashy options. They do what it says on the tin. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comment section below about the shoes. I can't give direct advice to your specific conditions, but I can give general shoe advice and try to help where possible. Otherwise, we've got links to the shoes in the description if you want to check out the latest price on Amazon, as that's changing all the time. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe as we do lots of videos on plantar fasciitis and general shoes.